Frozen 2, Freeze Harder is naturally enough the sequel to Frozen, which, according to my Amazon Prime, and in a somewhat off-brand move for Disney, starred three people stuck on a ski lift, debating whether 'tis better to freeze to death or help to feed the local wolf population. Now, I'm not quite sure how such a film made $1.2 billion, but I do know why a sequel has been made. The first film made $1.2 billion. But given that the first film finally stopped my nephew from demanding a dog, and sleeping, and eating, and his parents from talking to me, which I really should look into after I finish talking about the Frozen supremacy, I was intrigued as to where the franchise would go. And to be honest, this film seems a lot more on brand. Instead of three idiots getting stuck on a ski lift, you have a Scooby gang of people going to see why one of them has annoyed the spirits of how it links to them having magic powers, and see how many songs you can use to pad out the runtime and sell the soundtrack album. I do want to say this film looks amazing, with settings ranging from beautiful forest to darkened cave to raging oceans, and it all looks gorgeous. The songs are pretty good. One at about the halfway point that came out of nowhere and caused me to almost die of silent laughter was the best song in the film. I like that the whole idea of one day your prince will come appears to have been quietly dropped, and there's a nice vein of sisters doing it for themselves, which I liked. Didn't much care for a few other things though. The plot has quite a few big holes, especially at the end, and I can see some of the smaller visitors to the cinema being quite scared during a few bits, which I approve of, and having no idea what was going on at others, which I don't. Half the songs can be generously described as filler, and less generously described as instantly forgettable. That flaming snowman has got to go. His song was the worst, he added nothing to the narrative, and this is not a film short of cute characters to market to the kiddie winks at Christmas. Also, this film has way too many characters, which dilutes from the central narrative. If someone could please explain to me why the spirit of the water is a horse, not say a shark or a whale or even a mermaid, I'd be much obliged. I'm sure there's some mythical reason behind it, but it just bugged me all the same. I will say that the action scenes were really thrilling and well done, and the voice cast, with one exception, were utterly brilliant. I just wish the songs were a little more memorable, the plot a little more worked out, and a couple of characters removed is all. Otherwise, there's not really much to complain about here. It's better than the first one in terms of scale and achievement, but it just needed a few more tweaks is all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a phone call to make. So I definitely think that you should see it, but what is your favourite sequel of all time? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, it's been a dunking. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.